Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Kenzo for Life here, and today we're going to be taking a look at some gameplay for WWE 2K16 in commemoration of 2K17 that was released earlier in the year. Now, I wanted to do some kind of nostalgia kind of gameplay, but let me know what you guys want me to play next. If you want me to play 2K17, I'll definitely show you some gameplay on that, but I wanted to do some nostalgia, kind of commemorate and pay homage to the man that is on the screen there, the legendary Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold Steve Austin was introduced in 1995 by Ted DiBiase as the ringmaster, and he subsequently had an incredibly eloquent career starting with the man that you're going to see in the gameplay now, which is Bret Hart. After Stone Cold won the King of the Ring in 1996, he went on to start this rivalry with Bret Hart in 1997. So without further ado, let's take a look at Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
Says I just whipped your ass and said King of the Ring. I'm serving notice to every one of the superstars. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them. Steve Austin's time has come, and that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Stone Cold is the best there is.
As Stone Cold continued to scratch names off his superstar hit list, there was one name that had eluded Austin's sights.
I'd like to use this chance to issue a challenge against one Bret the Hitman Hart.
Bret Hart had been absent from the dawn of 316, and the man who had been raising hell all over WWE.
If you put the letter S in front of Hitman, you had my exact opinion of Bret Hart. I'm the best there is.
I don't pay attention to a lot of talk,
I'm the best there was.
especially when it comes from you.
And I'm the best there ever will be.
The Hitman found himself in unfamiliar territory in the crosshairs of the Texas Rattlesnake.
The one thing that's been missing has been me.
But the excellence of execution has never been one to back down from a challenge.
In the Survivor Series, I will face Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're never gonna get through with Stone Cold Steve Austin. You're gonna have to kill me first, son, and that's the bottom line, and it's the truth.
If I can beat Stone Cold, then I will beat Stone Cold. The rest is easy pickings for him.
Son, if you think Stone Cold Steve Austin is a stepping stone, well, watch the first step, cause it's a doozy.
Will Bret Hart be able to prove once and for all that he is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be?
We'll see who kicks whose ass.
Or will Austin 316 stomp the Hitman into exile?
You ain't got what it takes anymore.
That's the vest there that I'm trying to unlock. I'll explain later in the gameplay how you acquire that vest that he's wearing right now.
Weighing 250 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. The man who could unquestionably spoil the comeback attempt of Bret the Hitman Hart. You talk about qualifications, King. This man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, could ruin Bret the Hitman Hart's career.
You know, JR, I saw Steve Austin a few years ago in the Sportatorium down in Dallas, Texas. And you could see the greatness, the potential greatness. It's all about attitude, then and now. An attitude, I might add, that is somewhat appreciated by this capacity crowd.
his opponent, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds, Bret Hitman Hart.
The Hitman, Bret Hart, looking to electrify this capacity crowd. And everyone, and I mean everyone, are on their feet.
Well, he's back. He ain't no clown. He ain't no trash man. He's a fierce competitor. And so is Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's what it's all about, JR. Wrestling, competition, intensity, athleticism, and drama. And we're going to experience it all in this one match here tonight.
Now, as Jerry Lawler eloquently alluded to, he was talking about Bret Hitman Hart's return.
Quite the contest, Jerry. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, finally going to meet one-on-one. This is a rivalry that has been brewing for several weeks now.
Well, you're right about that, JR. A long time coming, and it's finally here. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the rattlesnake, going against the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. This should be great.
Bret the Hitman Hart, the consummate wrestler, scientific, fundamentally sound. Austin likes to brawl, likes to fight.
Oh, look at this stare down. Are either one of these guys going to be intimidated, JR?
I don't think so. Austin trying to get into Hart's head. I don't think that's going to happen.
Look at that!
Oh, number one in the Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Here they go.
So as Jerry Lawler was alluding to, as to why Bret Hart was gone for like almost a year because of a back injury that plagued him later on in his life. He had a really severe back injury, and so he had to be sidelined for almost a year. So that's why he was talking about his return.
When they came to the ring, you knew this was going to be special.
What if Stone Cold Steve Austin used the sharpshooter to make Bret Hart submit?
Oh my God, so on this difficulty, I'm playing this difficulty, I'm playing it on hard difficulty because I kind of want to get these objectives. If you look on your left-hand screen, you'll see there's objectives that you have to complete in order to first get past to the next point in the game, in the storyline, but also unlock the vest that he was wearing. It unlocks like different move sets for your created characters. You'll be able to get like his music, his when you create your entrance for people who actually have played 2K16 and 17, you could create your own entrances, and you know, if you get the objectives done on the left-hand side, if you get those done, that you'll be able to use Stone Cold. I think Undertaker was part of that too. So you have to complete those objectives in order to get the perks of doing that.
Look at this! Big bulldog!
Yeah, I'm all over Bret Hart because on this difficulty you have to be all over Bret Hart because he's fast. The next thing I know it, he'll be putting me in a sharpshooter. I need to be all over him.
Historic arena, Madison Square Garden, and that's what he's trying to do right now.
Bret Hart getting softened up here.
Yeah, I'm beating up on him for a couple minutes here.
Nothing but air.
Yeah, see, he's wearing me down, start wearing me down.
Well, Bret Hart has done it all here in the heart of New York, except for beating Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, he won the title right here at WrestleMania 10 in the Garden.
Oh, out of nowhere! This could be huge! He's in full-on attack mode now. Nice reversal. Austin's in trouble.
A textbook maneuver there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to stay on top of Bret Hart. If you don't stay on top of Bret Hart, this is difficult. He's going to put you in the sharpshooter pretty quick.
I don't think you're going to see a lot of high flying or a lot of risk taking in this matchup, JR.
Oh, I don't know. I think you might see it all.
Well, you could. I think both these guys would prefer to keep it on the ground and mat wrestle and punish and hurt and intimidate.
Well, Stone Cold is likely to ground it out if he thinks he can. And the same with the Hitman.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry for the short jump cut. So, we're back to whipping on Bret Hart. I've been whipping on him for a substantial couple minutes. I've been staying on him because if it's difficult, so you definitely want to stay on top of Bret Hart to get those objectives done. As I said earlier, you have to just keep being on him because he's beating me. He's beating me to a pulp. Well, he was actually beating me to a pulp.
Now, Austin needs to capitalize here.
You're right, another high impact. Austin should go for the lungs, the back, dry the air out of him.
I don't care how much training you've been undergoing. There's nothing like taking punishment. There's no training that's going to prepare you for this kind of physicality. And a reversal. And his attack misses.
Bret Hart reversing it. Incredible.
Stopped him dead in his tracks.
Let's talk about the rivalries that Stone Cold has had over his career. So it started with Bret Hart, subsequently moved on to Shawn Michaels. After that rivalry ended with Shawn Michaels, he went back to Bret Hart. After the second stint with Bret Hart, the Rock, Stone Cold has had a really illustrious career, and he definitely is a legend.
Yeah, but I think that Bret Hart's got other ideas. Hart trying to get control of the match now.
Bret Hart going for another bulldog.
But Austin counters. There's Hart sternum first into the turnbuckle.
Oh, man, look at this, JR. Both men down.
Now, when I was little, I forgot about the rivalry with Vince McMahon. Now, when him and Vince had this rivalry going, like, my brothers and sisters and I, we would sit in front of the TV and watch Raw is War every single Monday night when it used to come on USA, and we used to watch it just to see what Stone Cold was going to do to Vince this week. The one where he drove the Zamboni into the arena and sprayed Bud Light on him and Shane. The episode where Vince was in the hospital and Stone Cold just up as a nurse and hit him with a bedpan. Like, that whole thing was so hilarious. The fact when he poured the cement into his vintage Corvette, like that whole thing brought a new light to a boss and employee relationship. A boss and employee relationship. You wish, when I was little and I was looking at that, I was thinking to myself, I wish I could beat up my boss. I wish I could beat up my boss. And he beat him up every single, well, not every week, but it was frequent. And even on the pay-per-view, there was this storyline with Vince and Stone Cold where Vince told Stone Cold he couldn't beat him with one arm behind his back, and he subsequently used Test.
You don't want to get caught.
If anybody remembers Test, he used the bullies that were with Shane. He used all these people to try to beat up Stone Cold, but ultimately Stone Cold beat Vince. I don't remember what paper. I think that was Unforgiven. I think that was the name of the pay-per-view. That fight happened, and it was really a good storyline where Vince and Stone Cold, you know, who doesn't want to beat up your boss? Who doesn't want to beat up their boss? You know, I would love to beat up my boss today, but you know that goes without saying.
Not the most effective striking here.
Now let's talk about what happened with Stone Cold. Now, his career was tragically cut short when 2 years later, I want to say 2 years later, after this rivalry, his Bret Hart's brother Owen, may he rest in peace, pile drived Stone Cold into the mats, ultimately breaking I think it was 2 or 3 vertebrae in his neck, ultimately breaking his neck. And Stone Cold was gone for maybe a year and a half, rehabbing that neck injury. And then when he came back, maybe a year and a half later, if you remember, if anybody has seen that Raw's War where you see the storyline with him and Vince, where Vince, that was actually a conversation that was had, where Vince talks, Stone Cold talks about it in his podcast, where him and Vince had a discussion about his neck, the fact that it wasn't healed yet, and Stone Cold just wanted to come back and wrestle, and Vince just wasn't willing to do that and to risk his life, you know, to let Stone Cold come back. So that's why Stone Cold's career was tragically shortened because of that neck injury due to Owen Hart. And then his knees were messed up too. So, you know, his career was tragically cut short because of those things. But anyway, guys, let me know what you want me to play next. Give me a comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about The Undertaker's retirement. Should Roman Reigns have got the nod, or should it have been Bray Wyatt, who I feel it should have been? It should have been Bray Wyatt who got the nod to defeat The Undertaker, but to each his own. Thanks, guys. Give me a like, give me a share, comment. Let me know what you guys want me to play. If there's any gameplay that you want me to do, let me know. Thanks so much, guys, for the support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll see you next time. Auf Wiedersehen.